First encounter assault recon. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? This game achieved gold status with its blend of gunplay and horror elements. Actually, it might just be the gunplay now that I think about it. I still remember some of the cheesy jump scares they employed. Have to admit, they did work back when I was a kid. I also remember being able to melee enemies that got too close. Hold on, did I just kill that guy with one bash? I wonder.
This is why nobody takes us seriously. Military clones.
A full battalion of them.
Well, it's not
Like
gonna
I
be
said,
a
we
full
put pedal
battalion
down
by
and
the
it's
end
over.
of the game.
Fortunately, the whole
tell
point
you
of the
that much.
program is to give commander...
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
I'd send one of my boys, but I think we need a specialist for this one.
That was actually a pretty good burn. Soon enough, the game's gonna start throwing enemies at you. Unarmed attacks are surprisingly effective at taking them out. Forget about the nail gun. The slide is where it's at. Oh no, it's a puzzle.
Surprise!
As advanced as the AI may seem, that has no way of dealing with doors from a distance. That leaves it with two options here. It can either bust down the door or flank around. Get used to hearing this, by the way.
You can't send him in alone, that's crazy.
Oh, you thought you were gonna sneak a collectible by me? Not gonna happen. Do yourself a favor and alert this guy so he goes back for reinforcements.
Let's rush him and smoke him out!
Some of the levels loop back on themselves and force you to play a game of cat and mouse with the enemy. Try to sneak up on enemies if you can, and always go for the high ground.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
That's the classic early 2000s water splash sound, right? I think F.E.A.R has the same one. Jump scare time. I think there's another jump scare here. If I go down the ladder. Yeah. Never gets old. Now, this is the first time you're going to have to use grenades to kill a few enemies.
Humiliation. Double multi-kill. Mega kill.
Now, the next two locations you want to rush before the enemy sets up.
Watch those wrist rockets! We're taking heavy cannon!
Charge the second batch of clones as well before the heavy gets here. I backtracked to get some supplies and they actually followed me all the way back. God. Okay, so only the heavies left. Now this encounter is one of the trickiest in the game. Hide behind these two crates at the start. Then take out the guy that closes in on the right. Go back to the starting crates and wait until the two remaining soldiers set up shop at these two locations. You can now move to the blue crate and one of the enemies is gonna close in response. Killing him spawns more enemies, so take cover back here. They will close into flank and you can mop up the rest easily. This only leaves the heavy, which you're gonna have to kill this time. Fortunately, they are vulnerable to explosives and 7 of them will take him down.
Round 1. Round 2.
Don't shoot. My name is Norton Mapes. I'm an engineer.
Shit, it's a civilian. Give him a comm link. Security system.
Comic relief character.
Never mind why.
Hope I didn't disturb the crime scene.
Stand back. Here goes. You realize that's an explosive device.
Well, I don't know what I expected.
Apparently the legendary AI only applies to the enemies. What the hell was that? Did he just disappear?
This way. If you can hear me, get to high ground. Feel very friendly to me.
I have the high ground!
This way. Please put down your weapon. You have 20 seconds to fly.
See ya. You can still just run past. Same goes for the one outside. Just kill the soldiers first. They're the real threat. Two heavies guarding the damsel in distress. Both can be ignored.
I'd pretty much give up.
Give her a comm link.
These hovering things are pretty annoying. I had to take out a few with grenades near the end of this section. Whoops.
This way.
It's good to see you in one piece.
You guys can make out later. Just get that bird in the
Thanks
air.
for the help, guys. Never bring your fists to a railgun fight, kids. Unsurprisingly, the part where you're a sitting duck for snipers due to a lack of ranged weapons is also tricky. Not a great start. Heal through the flesh-sundering particle shots and save your reflexes for the guys at the door. Yikes. Okay, let's see, maybe. Might be tempting to rush the van here, but it proved to be more trouble than it's worth. Use old-fashioned tactics to take him out. Yeah, that was the wrong, but that was a G instead of an H. Have to take these two out with a grenade or you'd just be shredded while climbing the ladder. Consider using one here too, the stun is pretty costly otherwise. There's another heavy double team you're going to have to run past. The railings was gonna keep you alive. The double teams don't stop. Are you kidding? Two of them. Actually, so oh yeah. So there are a few locations of the facility you might have trouble with until you get used to the layout.
Go check him.
This way! Move in!
Up until this point, this was a goody two-shoot run with no exploits, without firing a single bullet. You can even break locks by bashing. Unfortunately, I will have to take a swig of good old copium because this is about to change. In an effort to, I guess, spice things up, all of your weapons are taken away after you kill F.E.A.R, and you are forced to take on the unending hordes of ghosts with nothing but a pistol. Obviously, this is unacceptable. I'll take a page from speedrunners and use the floppy skip to keep all of my grenades. Baxton and Alice are just chilling there, by the way, or whatever this is. Prepare for the first wave with a sticky grenade. Keep running during the hallucination and then get as far away as you can before detonating. Now we could wall jump up here and skip most of the level, but I'm gonna try to keep it as legit as possible. You can deal with the second and third wave simply by jumping on these boxes. They can't actually fly. These barrels will do the trick for the next one. Finally, walk along the razor's edge to avoid most of these. Two will still hit you, but it's better to save your grenades. This only leaves you with the final level and approximately 1,000 ghosts to take down with a handful of grenades. There is one saving grace, however. They just give up on chasing you at certain points of the map. The first batch is easy enough, the second will be much more difficult. Run without looking back and throw a sticky grenade just in front of the double doors. When you get through the door, stack up the boxes so you can climb this crate. Then run until you hit the checkpoint. Now this final showdown seems like a lost cause. The nightmares trickle in and you only have a few grenades left. Fortunately, for some reason, there are all the tools you need to get through this, just lying around. You need to shoot a trash can into an upright position next to the shelf. Then you can use this as a platform to jump to the safety of the upper floor. The sticky grenade is there just because sometimes one of the ghosts spawning at the start falls through the planks, and you have no way of killing it. Now all that's left is to clean up a few more ghosts and the challenge is finished.
You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about